All right. Welcome to episode number 3 of our Starfinder game, playing Horizons of the Vast. I guess there's no real news other than we're down one player tonight, so luckily we've got a way that we can write him out for the time being. I think him being out's not going to adversely affect the group, but does either one of you guys want to give a recap of last game?
Trevor?
Not it.
So I think we started off in the silo where I can't remember what kind of creature it was, but there was a louse.
Yep.
And it was like chewing the pillar, and then there was some sort of impish creature that was like at the top of the silo. So we were able to defeat them. And for doing that, we got a +1 in the economy trait for the settlement. I think the next day we went and met with Gavin, the dwarf. There was an electrician problem in the forest area by a big power core. And we went there and we found a body like laying on the ground, and it was Gavin. And he'd like gotten attacked by the vines, I think.
Yeah.
And kind of as he said that, like some vines from the nearby woods came out and attacked us. I'm trying to remember. Oh, were the vines the same ones that were... Oh, I'm jumping ahead. So we defeated the vines and helped get the power core back on, and we got a +1 tech trait for doing that. We moved to a new hex on the map, and at some point during the exploration there, we found like a large rock.
You want that for your purposes down there at the bottom. That's to keep track of like all the build points and stuff you guys have.
Nice. Will do. So yeah, we explored and we found a rock, and we found like a huge rock, and there were a bunch of vines around it. And we determined that they were jolt vines. I think Dr. Saint realized they were jolt vines.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, did we take the rock with us?
Yeah, that was kind of like the last thing, is you guys decided, since it was you believed it to be a meteorite based on the area around, you're like, it might have some metals in it, so let's take it back to the settlement. And I guess I feel like because of that, we should add another +1 to the economy trait. So total then is you guys should have a 0 accord overall, a 0 in culture right now, +3 in economy, a +1 in, I believe that's magic, and a +1 in tech. Which basically I think I explained this to the group when we were making our characters, but these points allow them, so we're going to treat it as like the end of the month, and Trevor, this is the first time I've told you this, but at the end of the month, basically that last week, you guys probably need to come back to the settlement to take care of basically some business around the settlement, kind of quelling any unrest, and then that time you guys can do Oh, I want to, keep up on my training, and that gives you like it'll give you a bonus over the next few days or something. Or if there's crafting you want to do, or do a side gig during that time. But at least I think one of you has to work on stopping that like unrest and that. And if you build up unrest at 1 or 2 points isn't too bad, but as it gets higher, then you'll get like a mutiny and all this other fun shit. And I think that also affects your build points as we go on. So I think, just because I want to try it out, I'll say we are like halfway through this month. So you guys have like another week that you guys can explore. And when I was reading through the rules, which my headphones are stuck in my computer. I'm not too sure how well you can see that on this camera because I was having issues with the other one. But this hex is where your settlement is, and this other hex that I've colored in is the one you guys went to and explored. But when I was reading, just trying to get a little more knowledge on it, I think we should have added a couple more days, because you take the hex you're in, and it's got a certain number of activities required, and the hex that you're moving to, and add them together, and that's how many days it takes you to get from one to the other and fully explore the other one. We're not going to go back and mess with it now, but going forward, we'll do it more properly. But we'll say you guys are back at the settlement. Not a whole lot's changed. It's basically been 2 days since you've been gone. A few more people kind of settled in. Seems like things are kind of running a little more smoothly. But and then I think and another thing, if you travel through hexes you've already explored, I think it takes half the movement to get through them. So we'll still say that one's 1, because that's what we treated it as last time. But is there anywhere you guys want to start mapping out next?
So we could go to the unopened one. We could go there, and that's right next to the starting one.
So here, I'll just put Dr. Saint where you guys' settlement's at.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the starting one. Okay.
Which will say that when you guys get back, because he's a medical doctor, that there was an accident while you guys were gone, and he is needed to help with like surgery and take care of that patient. So he's kind of predisposed while you guys are still able to go out and do some exploring.
And which square did we already explore there?
It's the one, you can kind of see it, the red, the one I've kind of colored in red.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure.
So I figured as we kind of go along, I would do something like that so we can keep track, and I can post that to the Discord after each game, so that way you guys have a reference of what we've done.
Well, True Daz, what do you think? Should we venture the opposite way one, or?
I think that would make sense. We should try to like explore maybe go in like a clockwise pattern around the settlement.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Figure out what's in our immediate area before pressing deeper.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Just pulling up the actual rules here. Maybe if I can freaking find it. I was trying to get this loaded up on my iPad, but it did not want to freaking load. I should have bought a hard copy of these books. There we go. Okay. So you said you guys were going to go to the one opposite?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
So
that
you
works.
guys are going from plains to, we'll call it plains to plains. So that is one activity each. So you guys, it'll take you 2 days to get through it. So yeah, one of you guys can roll just a d20, straight d20. And basically that d20 is dictating whether or not you encounter anything along the way.
You got it, Trudez.
That's a 14.
14. So you guys are walking along, and it's just kind of picture, off to your right, you got this huge glistening lake. I mean, that's like, it's big enough you guys can't see the other side. Or you can kind of see mountains, maybe a few trees in the distance, but it's just along the horizon line. But as you're kind of walking, and it's kind of like prairie grasses, but, a little alien in nature. They're kind of, more curled on in, or they got these weird bulbous tips to them. But as you're walking through, you come to this like thicket of like brambles, and it is kind of this area, and it's really kind of blocking your way. And you kind of start to wade through it. I mean, it's not enough that it impedes your movement. It's just kind of a pain. And as you guys kind of get about just on the other side of it, you feel something kind of at your feet. And you're like, Can's like, what was it?
Did you feel that too?
Yeah, and he's takes his gun and he starts poking it in the brambles. I don't see anything new. Yeah. I want to use my blind sense scent to see if I can sniff out what it is. Okay, there we go. For a 20 total, he's something moving. Not an animal. It only smells like the surrounding, but it's not. It's plant maybe. Be on your guard.
Is there a tree nearby that Orlike can climb up to get a slightly different view?
Sure.
I'll climb my 20 feet up into a tree
And
and
we'll kind of be like, Julius, back up just a little bit. That way he doesn't try to grab you. So yeah, you climb up. Make a perception check.
13.
13. Looking, not, you don't, like, you're looking for to see the brambles are moving, and it's outside of maybe like a few gusts of wind, not really noticing it. But you do kind of hear from behind you a twig kind of, and you look down and you see this. It's different than the plants you've seen before. It's more woody and it's bigger, and it's kind of got, whereas the other ones kind of look like flowers, this one looks like it's got a head made of flowers, and you just see it kind of like slithering towards. and it makes it out into the open, and you just see it kind of like dash off towards Trudaz and Canis.
I'll like pull up the gun and like look through the sights to try and sight it, and I'll just yell out. He's coming from behind.
Yeah.
I'll just yell out, "On your 6!"
Yeah, and you hear that in the thing. Turn around real quick, and I'm gonna have everybody roll some initiative.
21.
7.
Ooh. Canis with the 5. And what book is this fella from? Actually,
Did you get a 21, Trudaz?
Yeah, 21.
Nice.
Yeah.
which I can show it to Connor here, but that's what you see.
Ooh. Ooh, dang. It's scary.
Okay, and the creature, ooh, pretty good. I don't know what it's... It was a 19 for the creature. Where's its hit points at? Right there. Let me get a little bit of a map set up and we'll get into this combat.
Oh, nice. So I just found, maybe you already knew this, but on the Hephaestus website with like the character sheets, on the quick tab, if you look where your like weapons and attacks are, in that section there are different tabs, and one of the tabs is actions, and within that it has covering fire, harrying fire, total defense, feint, like all the stuff. And it has move actions.
Wow, yeah, I haven't seen that. Like full charge,
Yeah.
full attack, run,
And it has
attack
the,
of opportunity.
yeah.
Dude, this
That's
site
pretty
is
sweet.
so much better than the fucking last one we used.
This rules.
Yeah, definitely the last one. The site that we used for the character sheets really was a hindrance.
Yeah.
Because it was just a Google Drive document, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is, I don't know if anybody else is familiar with D&D Beyond, but it is very, very similar to that, but with a Starfinder flair.
Yeah.
Let's go with, what's this one sound like?
Nice.
Turn it up just a hair. I don't think it's bad. All right, Trudaz. Start this shit off.
All right, let's see. How far away is the creature from me there?
You're about 25 to 30, I think.
Okay, cool.
5, 15, 20. Yeah, you're basically 25. 25
Okay.
to 30.
Okay. I will take a shot at it. I'll turn to face it. Take a
Okay.
shot at it with the agitator here.
I really wish that Vesk Mini had a fucking artillery laser on it.
Artillery laser. That would be sweet. That is a 16.
16, you're against EAC because you do fire, correct?
Correct. It does fire. Yep.
16 against EAC just hits.
Woohoo! For 3 fire damage.
Unlike the other plant that you fought, This one doesn't seem to be susceptible to fire damage.
Mm.
Lame.
Bottom there. Trevor, Kurt Hopkins would like for you to know to shut the hell up. He says you talk too much.
Oh, well, I put, oh, mods have allowed it, okay. I put fuck off Bert, but it said, hey, your message is being checked by moderators.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes Twitch, that one is the only one I've seen them Twitch flag that makes sense. Otherwise, it's been some real odd ones. Like, I think Suck got flagged one time. Something, and then one other thing that wasn't vulgar in any way. It wasn't used in a vulgar way. It flagged.
Yeah, I'll talk. Yeah.
But it is the plant's turn.
Suck it, Kurt. Just go fuck off. I don't want to talk about it.
It's gonna move up its movement here. So we'll do the 5, 15. So 15 to there. Actually, you guys are fine. You guys get this hint of this sweet odor, but it's so faint that you're just like, that's nice. But it is going to use... Actually, this will need to be everybody, because it, like, the petals on it kind of flare out and dance around a little bit. So I need everybody to make a will save.
Ooh.
As you guys are just...
That's a 14.
Okay.
It's an 11.
Ooh, that is gross. That's an 8 for Canis. So, Trudaz, you were the only one who made it. But, so what is going to happen?
How is this possible? I have a +2 to my freaking will save. That's it.
I got a +1, so...
I got +1.
Really? Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's like my worst ability. Oh, no, it's not. It's just I don't have shit for will. Basically what's going to happen is, because we are affected, we have to move closer to this plant. You can... I should have done it at the beginning of the round, so we'll say we did it at the beginning of the person's turn. So I did it prematurely. But basically, yeah, you have to move your full movement towards the creature.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to... Oh, sorry. You have to use 2 move actions, so you use a full round basically to run towards this thing. But if you make the save, you're immune to its effects.
Oh, nice.
So, that's what it's... Because I fucked that up, we'll say that's its turn, or like it is your turn. So you're roughly 20 feet up in the air.
So I have to do 2 move actions?
Yeah.
And move toward it?
Yeah. An affected target must use 2 move actions each round to move directly toward the creature at its full speed, and it can't move in such a way that it loses line of sight to the creature. If the only path passes through terrain that could harm the target can attempt an additional saving throw to shake off the effect before moving to the dangerous area. If you are within 5 feet of the creature, you cannot take action and you offer no resistance to the creature's attacks.
So I guess I'll move my 20 feet down.
Mm-hmm.
Crawl down. Is that 1?
Yeah, because you only got 20 feet of movement.
For climbing.
Yeah, so that'd be 1.
Okay. And then... Can I move a second time, or...?
Yeah, you have to move the second time. But luckily, because your climb speed is lower than... So the way I think I've always interpreted it is if you have a 30-foot movement speed, but you have a 20-foot climbing speed or swim speed, you can move the 10 feet of your walking speed, but then still move your 20 of the other, because it totals up to your... But if you move the 20 of one speed, if you max out the other speed, then you can't do what's left over of the other one.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know if that's the rule, but that's how I've always played it.
We'll take it. I think that makes sense. I will then move... I'm trying to find my regular speed now. Oh, I'll move 30 feet towards it.
Okay. That may get you in. I don't know. So we'll say, 5, 15, 20, and 30. So technically, if you break it on your next turn, I guess, you won't have to move any closer. And you can... And you're, good to go. However, Canis is definitely within his range, so he just right up to it. Just kind of sniffing it. Back to the top. Trudaz.
I'm gonna move my movement 25 feet away from this plant. Just, right back. And then I'm gonna shoot it again. A 23.
23 hits.
Nice.
7
nice.
damage.
I was really hoping I had a laser shot, but all I got's this one.
Nice.
It is... I forgot, but technically because it was the start of your turn, I should have had you made the save. I'll wait until it comes back around if you're still within range there, Trudaz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, you're immune. You're immune because you made the save the first time. Never mind.
Oh, well, there you go.
However, though, because Canis is right there... You guys basically just see out from underneath of it, like this dark purplish colored flower stick out, and then almost like a Venus flytrap open up, and you just see these gnashing teeth, and it just bites out at Canis.
Yikes!
Ooh, that is a 16 to hit against KAC, which is a hit. Got a 14 KAC. Or 10 points of damage. Ooh, I forgot to. You guys are, because I forgot to add it on mine, make sure you guys are full health and all that, because you would have rested by now.
Full stamina, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So... that hurt. Because I am down into my HPs.
Jeez. How much damage was it?
It was 10 total.
That's a lot of damage.
That was max damage. Orlike, it is your turn. I'll have you make a will save.
That is a 19.
You are immune to its effect.
Nice. I will step back. We'll just go 20 feet.
Okay. Once you take a step back, you see one of those, like another mouth appear and just try to snap out at you.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit. That's a 26.
That'll hit.
For 7.
All my stamina. I will attempt to shoot it with the skip shot pistol. If that fly trap is still there, I'll try and just shoot it right in its open mouth.
Go for it.
22.
That'll hit regardless.
Nice. One piercing damage.
Woo! Big spender.
Look out.
Canis. Attempt to make the save. Natural 20.
Nice.
He's like,
It smells like shit.
shit. I forget what it's called.
Guard step.
No. Where the hell did you see that at actions? There it is. Full action.
Nice.
Withdraw. Yeah, so I'm just making sure. Okay. Sounds like with that I can just fucking. It's basically like the disengage in 5e. So I'm getting the hell out of there. I'm gonna run over here by Trudaz. $40. And I'll look at Trudaz and go, careful, thing's got some bite to it. He's like holding his side as he's bleeding out. Trudaz, it is your turn.
Let's see. I'll just stay where I'm at, and I'll attack. That'd be 16 to hit.
16 hits. Yeah, damn it. I used my healing last game.
Syringe.
Yeah.
For
still
6 damage.
6 damage. Not doing too bad. I can maybe take one more hit if I get hit, but it's going to be... So it's going to...
Can you spend resolve points in battle?
No, because you have... Well, unless if you're unconscious, you can, to basically not die,
Right.
but not to regain stamina. I think there's some abilities that allow something similar to that. But I can't just like, I'm going to use resolve point to get stamina right now.
Gotcha.
Um,
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So he's going to move. What I'm going to do here. He's going to move closer to, but you kind of see it kind of like hunker down on itself a little bit. It is your turn.
Am I still out of its range?
You're
Okay.
like, okay, it was once I got past that 10 feet from it, that's when it hit me. So
Okay.
you're like, anything past that point, you think you're fine.
Okay. I will move 30 feet this way.
Okay.
And since I'm not doing a ton of damage, I will do herring fire on it with the skip shot pistol.
Go for it. So AC 15.
I'll just kind of shoot out and go, "Hey, over here!" No.
Nope. Is that the one that gives a bonus to hit, or is that lower its AC?
That one gives a bonus to hit.
Okay. Canis is... True Des, you haven't had any problems even to hit it. Herring fire also. Roll +2. 15 on the die.
Nice.
So next attack against it has a +2 to hit. And True Des, it is your turn.
Alright, let's... That'd be a 19. Then.
19. Because it hunkered down. It had a +4 to its AC. So that is a miss.
Damn.
It was a 19 with the +2.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's basically what it did. Is it used the total defense action to kind of give itself a boost to its AC. So you kind of saw these woody bits kind of get over it. It is the creature's turn again. Let's see. It's going to run over towards, see if they can get two people at once.
God damn it. Knew it was going to do that. Let me make sure that I'm doing... Oh, up to 4 times. I forgot if you do run, it's 4 times, not twice your movement.
Okay.
But or like it is your turn.
All right. I will, now that it's a little bit outside of range, I'll drop the one arm that has the pistol. Pull up the other arm that's holding the sniper.
Nice.
And then, since I'm not sheathing them, since they're in my arms, is that...
I'll say because you have the 4 arms, then we'll say it's basically just like a move action to
Okay.
pull up the one.
Okay. Okay. I will stand there. With the sniper, it's a move action to put a hand on and aim it to get the longer range.
Yeah.
So I'll just have it up for next round.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be it.
I mean, you could attempt it with, or like a herring fire or something if you want.
Oh. Can I do that even if it's out of range?
Well, so I think you're I think it's a -2 if you shoot past your range.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I think the range is just what you can shoot without.
A negative.
Yeah, but
okay.
what is the range on your sniper rifle? I figured it to be
The range is only 60,
really.
but then if you use the
To steady
special to steady it, you get 250 feet.
Okay, so I'm like, I got just a hunting rifle, and I got 90 feet.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll do covering fire this time since it's so close to you guys. So it'll be with -2. +3, but -2, 17.
17. That's a success. So does that give it a -2 to AC?
Uh,
I forget covering fire.
that
Oh,
gives you guys +2 to your AC.
okay. Are you giving it to? I guess you have to choose. Do you want to give it to Trudaz or do you want to give it to Canis?
I will give it to Trudaz since it's closer.
All right, Trudaz, you got a +2 this next turn. It is Canis' turn. I'm gonna basically kind of slide to the right.
Fly, you fool.
30. Make sure I don't get in Orlak's way, and I'm gonna take a shot. 16, 18 total against KAC is just a hit for 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Subtract. And with that shot, this thing is looking pretty darn hurt. Trudaz, it is your turn.
Okay. So I have disadvantage since he's within like 5 feet of me.
I think it's a -2. It's -2 or -4. We'll say -2. I keep meaning to look it up and I keep forgetting.
Okay. Call it -2.
Or you did see that it was when Orlak was 10 feet away that it hit him as he was running away. So you don't have to. You can take a step back and not incur an attack, should you wish.
An attack of opportunity. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I use an unarmed strike without like dropping a weapon or anything? Can I just lash out with a claw? Since he's so close.
Sure. Yeah, we'll say you just kind of like take one hand and just kind of half set the artillery laser on the ground, and then with like the left hand you just swipe out at it.
21.
21 hits.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
For maximum damage of 5.
That is exactly what you needed to kill this thing.
Yes!
Got him.
I bitch slapped the plant. Keep that pimp hand strong.
Yeah, basically, yeah, you just claw at it and just take one of like the head flower off, and it just kind of falls to the ground, and then kind of you guys kind of see it shaking, and then it just like withers to nothing.
Nice. Damn plants.
Okay, I think you guys are still a few points short of second level. Not much. A couple. But yeah, with that then, we'll say you spend the rest of the day, unless there's anything you want to do.
You said that plant creature wasn't like the jolt vines or anything.
No.
It was its own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Canis is going to try to make an identifying check, which I believe is life science. I'm not trained in life science. Never mind.
Neither am I.
Pulls out because I've got an AI in my head because of my class. I'd basically just like take some notes. We'll see if we can get the doctor to identify it later. He's just kind of staring at it. Got it? Good. Okay, good. But yeah, we'll say guys spend the day, kind of sets up the nice luxury tent that you guys have. Rest, regain your missing stamina, and if you went down into hit points, you gain a point per level that you are. Unless anybody has any magical or technical healing abilities, which I don't think we do at this point. However, day 2, kind of crossover, finish exploring the second half of this quadrant. I will have you make a d20 roll.
12.
As you guys are kind of walking through, you see it from afar, not close enough to really have to worry about engaging, but you see this swarm, and you guys actually have to kind of like pull up and get like scopes out, and just this swarm chasing after what you could like equivalent to like a rabbit. This swarm of these orange furred fox-like creatures, but you see like tusks from the bottom, like boar's tusks almost, like coming up from their bottom lip. And they got larger ears, kind of like a fennec fox. And it's just like 4 or 5 of these just chasing after this little hare. And you guys just sit there and kind of watch them for 10 minutes or so.
Moving towards us.
No, it'd be like, they're like 200 yards from you, kind of moving from right to left, just out in this field. But yeah, I mean, they don't appear to be a threat to you unless you wish to engage.
Trudaz, how hungry are you?
I mean, I could eat.
I mean, it's not my first choice, but that rabbit does look a little tasty. Granted, I think we could find one somewhere else.
Yeah, let's
Keep moving.
keep moving.
So, we'll say with that,
Whenever
go-
the DM character says, maybe we could find something else, I'm gonna always go find something else. Just so you know.
I will say, metagaming wise, if you were to fight those foxes, it would have been an easier fight than the plant.
Oh. Still.
But you guys go set up the tent, sleep for the night, gain any more hit points, and when you guys wake up, kind of plan out your next where you want to go next. So yeah, your guys is dead.
No. Anyways, here's his brother, Woodaz.
Mm. Do you want to keep like going around the pond? Oh, we went back to the main one.
Well, no, I'm just showing you that's where.
Right.
So basically, you've kind of been told that because you guys are working for the Starfinders, so they're the ones who funded this settlement. They want the western half of their claim kind of explored first. And looking at your map, you're like, okay, this is kind of the eastern boundary, so we don't really want to go anymore. You can still go north south into like here, but they don't really want you going any further east at this point.
Okay. So towards the big group of trees and mountains is west.
Yeah, so north, west, south. Yeah, so you guys are currently here. Then I haven't found one, but I need to find something like almost like a Catan piece that kind of looks like a city or a house or something, so I can have to put on there. So yeah, I guess it's kind of up to you. Do you guys want to go to the north or head south? Or do you guys want to stop back by the settlement and see if you can get a few more supplies since it's been a few days?
Maybe get some supplies.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Which technically
Wouldn't hurt.
I think you guys will have been paid. What did I say? I think was it 100 credits a week? I don't remember if it was 100, if it was 150.
It was 1,000.
Oh yeah. Do I have that in notes anywhere? Should. But I think you guys, it's been long enough that you guys should be paid by now. Weekly stipend of 100 credits.
Nice.
Each?
100 credits each, yes.
Nice.
So, I mean, because basically, yeah, you guys know the terrain's pretty easy going. You're not going to lose a lot of time if you take a day to go back and re-equip some items.
Yeah.
So
works for me.
So, so you guys spend a day, head back. If there's anything, so you guys get. By the time you get back, what the hell's his name? Arizend, the guy who was kind of the captain of the ship. He's like, "Oh, this came through," and you see him kind of like type on a data pad and on your guys' own like comm units. He's just ding, ding, ding. As you guys see, 100 credits get added to your accounts.
Awesome.
Nice.
So if there's anything you wish to buy, I guess kind of within reason.
Is there like a battery charging fee?
Because you guys are bigwigs in the settlement, I would say no.
So how do I recharge a battery then? Because I'm getting low on my charge here, so I'd want to swap it out, but I don't want to just sell the empty battery. I'd like to refill it if I could.
Where in the hell?
Because I see like in my inventory, there's a refill button for battery standard.
There it is. Serum of Healing. How much is this bitch?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for too.
So, Trevor, if you go to inventory, if you have a battery, there's a button that just says refill.
Yeah, I clicked on that, but it doesn't change it on the front page. Like under quick. Oh, never mind. I just have to take it all the way to 0, and then I can click it and
Gotcha.
refill.
Nice.
Storm, stop.
So topped off here. Fully loaded because we're big wigs.
So it was 50 gold for a serum of healing.
Wow. Seems excessive.
I'll definitely take one. Debating if I want to get two.
I say I'm gonna get 2 just because.
Yeah. Just the farther away we get.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 as well then.
So
Hundo.
just got paid and spent it all. Helping that economy along though.
It's Serum of Heal.
Serum of healing. Serum of healing Mark 1. So we'll say you guys have, I guess while you're in, it's basically kind of that last week of the month. So I guess while you're in camp, we could figure out this whole deal with, spending any points that you have, and trying to figure all of that out. So yeah, this session's going a little slow, but we're still kind of trying to figure out some of the ins and outs of this AP.
Alright. Got my serums.
Okay, so we'll say, so there's a few steps here that we got to go through. So we got to do this upkeep phase, and that's where we figure out, is any mutiny, people pissed off, that kind of thing. So one of you needs to roll a d6 for our settlement die, and that adds build points that we need to use to buy the stuff that I sent that PDF to you guys in. Was that yesterday or day, whenever it was? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But so then we'll add that total to.
You got it, Trudaz?
Yeah, you said it was a D6?
Yes.
Alright, let's take a look here. Roll it. 3.
So you guys have 3 points currently. Which I don't know if there's really much you can build at this point. Let's just see. Cost. Cheapest thing I see is 5 points. And that would be a religious institution. Oh. There is a recharging station thing that you can build. So, or a government seat. So basically you establish a building to house the government. But what we need to do next is, so this is the time that we can do our downtime activities where somebody needs to, I go off and, go door to door, check on everybody, see how they're all doing, kind of thing, or if you want to build stuff or anything like that.
I mean, I guess we should probably make sure that everybody's settling in. I can't imagine there's any squabbles at this point, but
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Actually, it says you don't have to do that on the first month.
Oh, nice.
well, there you go.
So we'll say you guys kind of go check it around, but everybody's kind of just super upbeat, and it's really a non-issue, kind of at this point where everybody's just super pumped up, and they're like, "We're all in this together. We're gonna do this. We're gonna survive. This is our new home." Yeah, buddy. Whoosh, high fives. And the upkeep, you don't have to pay upkeep this time. But the way upkeep works is your settlement requires supplies, and you have to spend a number of resource units, which is what you just rolled for, to prevent unrest. And it's dependent on your charter size. So currently, I believe our charter is size 1, so we'd have to spend one of those points to prevent that unrest. If you can't, or you choose not to spend those points, you increase the unrest by a d4. And then step 4 is you adjust unrest. If downtime activities, events have increased or decreased, you make those adjustments. If we are unrest of 10 or higher, there's a 50% chance that we lose one hex that we've claimed. You guys get to choose which hex is lost. If it's 20 or higher, after making the adjustments, we fall into anarchy. While in anarchy, you skip the choose projects step, and each of your charter trait scores are treated as one lower for the purpose of resolving events. So projects phase is you guys can choose a project, which you can select up to 2, but currently we don't have enough resource points to build anything. And event phase, or I'll have you roll it. Roll me a D100.
Ooh, boy.
So this is basically to find out if a tornado rolls through, or listen to that sound, ASMR.
28.
You're good. It's 15% chance. So if you roll 15 or below, then the event happens.
Nice.
Just to give you guys some ideas of what events are, you got a celestial phenomenon, crime wave, cult activity, dangerous fad, a diplomatic incident, an economic depression, espionage, a local disaster, mass exodus, mystical plague, natural calamity, political corruption, pollution problem, population surge, public scandal, resource scarcity, scientific breakthrough, strange weather, a visiting celebrity, or a wildlife attack. But yeah, the first month was pretty darn uneventful. Uneventful in the sense that outside of, the scout team leader getting eaten by some beetles, and then somebody, your grain tower almost collapsing, the power core getting attacked by a plant, and somebody needing multiple day surgery. All said and done, not bad. But I guess
it was an emergency vasectomy.
Yes. Doc, I need to shoot blanks now. But I guess guys kind of re-up everything, and is there anything that you guys, any particular direction you want to go?
So north would be heading up around the lake towards the trees.
Yes.
South would be the opposite direction.
I should probably turn off. Let's do the on the dance floor. See what this one does. Turn off the battle music since we're no longer in battle.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Trudez, I'm indifferent, but I'm leaning going north around the forest.
To Alaska, go north.
You guys don't want to go swimming?
Guess we could just swim.
No, I'm all for going north. Kind of get the
I don't know what
immediate
kind of
area
fish are in there.
around the patty, around the settlement.
Or like stretches his arms out and goes, "Well, I do a pretty good breaststroke."
Same.
I say, can you breast and freestyle at the same time?
Yes.
For those who are unaware, I guess the party consists of Dr. Saint, who is absent today. He is a Isoki. Orlike is a Warlanisi, who is like a 3-foot tall, 4-armed little blue guy. Trudaz is a Vesk, and Canis is a Valaka, which is a dog person. But you guys move up, or I guess move east, into that next grassland area. So this is 2 activities. I guess I'll roll the first one. We're good. We spend the day traveling through, map out about half of it. We'll pass it on to Trudaz. Just go around the room here. I need you to roll me a d20.
And just for clarity, we are at
No, I was
that
thinking
one.
you guys went here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Here, then kind of here, then maybe kind of like this.
I like it.
That is a 17.
17. Which I guess you guys technically would have rested again a full week. So I would assume that means everybody's been up to full. But a 17. As you guys are kind of walking along, Canis kind of. Hold on a second. I don't know, stage whisper. We're being fooled by something. Arms at the ready. Kind of off to the right. And you guys kind of look over and you see a little bit of the grass kind of shaking. I think split up in 3, 2, 1. Then I'll just kind of like shoot off to the left, take a step back. As you guys see this little cat-like creature that's probably the size of like a bobcat, just kind of like jump up out, like claws flashing out of the grass and land right where you guys were. Just, it's kind of like, and then just kind of takes off into the grass, and you guys like quick look around for it and kind of see the grass kind of moving further away from you. Guys kind of wait a hot second. Doesn't seem to come back.
Okay.
Anybody get a look at that thing? The hell was it?
Looked like a big cat.
It's my mortal enemy.
That's why you could sniff it out so good.
I knew it was there. He did just like that sixth sense kind of thing.
Huh. Trudaz, what's your mortal enemy?
Probably the cold.
A really big hawk.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Giant bird of prey.
Is your other weakness a really warm rock?
Well, I mean, it's hard to pass up a really warm rock.
What about you, or like, what's yours? A tall shelf?
Or like gets real serious. Yes. He just puts his arms up. Gets to like 4 feet.
Yeah. Alright, Will. And he's kind of like looking at the map. I think that kind of does it for this little sector. shall we move on to the next one? And move up. This one's going to take a little bit more because it is a forest. So this one is a total of 4 days. So by the end of this, we'll say it's been another week. So you'll have 2 more weeks of exploration. So let me mark this square off. So we'll just start going around the room. We'll give Orlike day 1.
Huh. 14.
14. Day 1 goes by without incident. Day 2 actually started to make it into the forest now. 4. Day 2 goes by without incident. You're like, these are some interesting trees. Kind of logging, taking, surveying. Trudaz, your turn with the D20. Two. You guys see this day a few deer-like creatures, but outside of that, nothing threatening that really needs your attention. Pretty smooth sailing. This area is not as thick of trees, so I mean it's pretty easy to see stuff coming, and it seems like anything that you kind of run into skitters off before you really have to worry about it. But the final day in the forest.
3.
You guys clear this hex without any issue.
Wow.
I did it wrong the first time. It's if you roll over this encounter DC, then that's when the encounters happen. But yeah, so you guys have cleared out the forest, mapped it all out, and are free to move on to your next hex.
Let's just keep moving on then.
Keep
Gonna
on.
go to there. Kind of start scooping. Maybe come back this way.
Yep, scoop the loop.
All right, so this one is from forest to plain, so it's another 4-day thing. So you spend the first 3 in the forest, basically. It's kind of weird, but first day in the forest. 2, which you're like, oh, we haven't had any problems in the forest now. Why start now? Trudaz.
Hello?
Yeah.
Just rolled the D20.
Yeah, what'd you roll? Yeah.
9.
9. Another day. Another dollar. Nothing happened. Final day, you guys are just slogging through the forest, nothing happening. Here it is, or like, gonna step into a hole, punji pit.
I've never been so afraid of rolling a nat 20. 9.
9. You guys clear this forest with no issue.
We're just that badass.
Yeah. Yeah, you think probably the 2, maybe not apex, but 2 very large predators in your group may stave off any chances of running into anything. But you guys make it to the plains, and it only takes you a day to get through this one. As you guys are kind of walking along, you guys kind of get to the river, stop, take a little bit of a drink, and let's see. Okay. You guys are kind of drinking. Canis is like bent down into the river, just kind of licking up water. And he's. Hold up. Smell something coming from up the ridge. He kind of like goes back, grabs his weapon. Animal. Multiples. And just as he kind of like says that, you guys see like stepping at the top of this riverbank, like 6 of those tusked foxes, and they look a little emaciated. And they're kind of like, and you just see them start stalking down towards you. So, give me a second, and I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative here in a hot minute.
The good times had to come to an end.
Or they just started.
True as.
This guy. Let's get that out of the way. See, you guys are down here, turned around just in time. And let me get their stats pulled up real quick. Google Drive wants to work for me. They are page 102. Got the big artillery one going now. Well, yeah, we can roll initiative while this is loading.
Got a 19.
Canis with a 5.
9.
I hate how if you open up on Google Drive, it doesn't. You can't click on like the page of the PDF to scroll down to that page.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm on now. This is right there. Okay. And these guys, they all kind of act as one unit. Okay. What's your initiative bonus?
+4.
Okay, so you go first. They tied with you. So, Orlick, you are first.
Since I got the sniper ready this time, pull it up, bring one of the free arms up, steady it, and we'll take a shot.
Go for it.
Whichever one looks the hungriest.
Okay.
Nat 2.
What's the total?
Oh, 5 total.
Okay, no. I thought you might have a bigger bonus than that. It is these guys' turn.
Oh, can I? Oh no, I can't move. I steadied. Never mind.
I hate how sometimes the Alien Archive, it's like, oh, this thing has this, but then nowhere near that creature does it tell you.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Jolt Vines, it's like, oh, this has plant immunities, but then doesn't list them. So then you gotta go find what the hell plant immunities are. Okay. Of course, as usual, the laptop internet always runs dog shit slow. Um, but I don't. What I'm loading, I don't think is gonna change what they're gonna do. But they are going to. Where's their movement at?
If you need a buffer, or like can do the Warlanisi gamble to re-roll his attack roll.
No, okay, there we
Okay.
go. So I'm gonna see. 30. So it's gonna run straight line. So that's 4 times. Get all up in everybody's grill. That would be a full action to do so. True as it is your turn.
I'll just go ahead and try to shoot it. So what is that? A -2?
-2, yes.
All right. So the -2, that's a 15.
15 hits.
Nice. 4 damage.
Actually, it does nothing because you fire into it, and they just kind of all like duck out of the way and reform around it. Because just the way the creature is, it has special defenses against something that targets an individual. Just that way, you as the players know what the hell's going on.
Ah. Okay.
Canis. We're gonna attempt a life science check. F it. So it's I think 15 plus 1.5 the CR. So got a big old +3 life science. Nope. He's like, I sold these things the other day. Don't know what they are. Actions. Technically, I don't know that we can actually damage these guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I don't know of anybody who has any sort of like grenade or anything.
Yeah. Run away.
I'm gonna try just to scare the shit out of them. Alright, I'm gonna turn to you. Trudius, unless you want to try it, see if we can scare him off. And Candace just starts like, you see him like baring his teeth. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to assist you with the with an aid. 15 on the die of intimidation, so 18 total. That passes, so you get a +2. I'm like, just try and scare him off. And Candace is like, growling at him. Or like,
can I assist in some way?
I'll say you can, yeah.
Okay. So just intimidation check?
Yeah.
18.
That's a pass. So yeah, you kind of just make yourself as big as you can, like the swarm.
Would that be another +2?
Yeah, so you
So I
that
got
big
a
old plus
+4.
foe.
Hey.
That's gonna be a miss. These seem to all like try to bite out at you guys. That was a dog shit roll, single digits. You guys are all everybody getting big and getting angry. You can kind of see it affecting them, but true as it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll try to intimidate them as well. So with the other, that'd be 18.
18.
With that
So yeah, you kind of just
help.
get like if you were like it was like a cartoon. Like you see the shadow form over them, and then is this huge.
Oh wait a minute. 20 actually.
Nice. Yeah, and you
Because
kind
of the frill, I get another +2.
Oh,
on
that's right.
Intimidation checks.
So yeah, you kind of pop that out almost like a Dilophosaurus kind of thing. Just kind of like hissing at it, and you just see him kind of and then all kind of shoot off back up the hill. So just so you guys know, your characters won't at this point, but so swarms take damage differently depending on how the weapon targets them. They are immune to attacks and effects that target a single creature, with the exception of mind-affecting effects if they have an intelligence score. That take half damage on effects that affect all targets in an area, like grenades, blast and explode weapons. And they take normal damage from an attack or an effect that affects multiple targets, like line of effect, cone kind of thing. For the purpose of like automatic fire, the swarm counts as 5 targets. For example, if an automatic attack is made using 12 rounds of ammunition, it can attack a maximum of 6 targets, so it can damage a swarm normally. So yeah, I don't think there was any way for us to damage them. So. But then I guess with that.
So note to self, we should maybe buy some grenades.
Yeah, because if that's twice that you've ran into those type of creatures, which I don't have any UPBs to make grenades, because I think I'm able to do that. Well, since my engineering skill's high, like I can craft stuff a little easier. But maybe we need to get some UPBs. That way next time we have some downtime, instead of buying grenades, we can make them. Or if we just have UPBs,
somehow
then we can make
I'm
them in the field.
proficient in engineering, but I have a -1 to it. Like I can do it, but not well. So instead of a grenade, it's more of like a hope and a prayer pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how long this is gonna last, but here we go.
The wick's like an inch long. Is it going to burn long, or is it just going to bang right in your hand?
We don't even know.
in typical Vesk fashion.
Do we
Find out.
do we need to be proficient in grenades to use them, or do we just
I think
take a?
you take a negative
Okay.
to
Okay.
attack, yeah. Which I need. I don't think the DM screen has that information in it, so maybe I need to get like a cheat sheet that has that. But that basically covers our next hex. So I don't know if you guys want to go north another hex or west a hex. I guess since those are not technically full hexes, I guess I don't think we have to explore those. So if we just stepped over to the west there to this one,
To the west. To the west.
which
Yep,
this is a
makes sense.
2-day thing, so I think we're up to Trudaz on the D20. Trev, what'd you roll?
That would be a 3. Sorry.
3. First day without incident.
Ten.
Second day without incident. Moving into the forest, then I would assume.
Yeah.
So we've been out like 6 days at this point. 4 days.
Yeah, 6 days. Moving into the forest, Candace got the first roll. So, just before you kind of get to the edge of the forest, you guys kind of pass these strange, like almost gemstone-like, where they're like these pointed, jutting rocks coming out of the ground. And as you're kind of walking through them, you hear a. You look down and you see a little pebble kind of roll by you. Kind of hold up for a second. You see another one kind of from behind.
Kind of look up to the top of the rocks.
Okay, make a perception check.
4.
4. Look up, and you go to look up, and you just see the sun like right in your eyes. You're like, oh. Don't see anything. I'll have everybody make a perception check at this point.
What was the check?
Perception.
Uh, 7.
7. What about you, Sideburns?
Another one?
Yeah. Oh,
2.
2. You guys are kind of like,
You're so perceptive, guys.
Orlok's kind of like rubbing his eyes, and Trudez is kind of like checking on him. Candace is like, hold up, something's coming. And just as he kind of says that, from the ground, you kind of feel this and see like a couple pebbles shaking, and then just as you look up, and you just see like slumbering towards you these three, and they're almost the size of Orlike, but these little rock creatures, kind of like. And we'll have you roll initiative in 2 weeks.
Nice.
But how are you guys liking? It seems like it's a little slow, but how are you liking this whole like exploration thing?
I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's slow by any means.
No.
It makes sense what we're doing. To the whole game. So
Yeah. And you guys have already carved out quite a chunk, so
I feel like we had some pretty decent rolling
yeah.
too.
I especially guys, because you basically had an entire week of exploring where nothing happened. But yeah, so I think that's where we'll pick up here in a couple weeks. Yeah, we'll pick up with this fight with some tiny earth elementals. And yeah, we got to roll for that most valuable die.
oh yeah. Nat 20.
Fuck.
I win.
I had,
Nice.
I had a 16.
13.
So Trudaz had the only kill, and he got an MVD.
Man.
Yay!
Was that the only nat 20 of the game?
I rolled one
Yeah.
on my save from
Nice.
the plant. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll probably do a little bit more of the same. Maybe once we're also back up to full strength, there are some scheduled events in the AP that we'll get into those because I didn't want to get too far into like actual story if we're missing a few people. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you here in a couple weeks. Bye.